Hi, I'm Lucia and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking all about internships, from the steps you can take to land an internship and what to do after you land one. In my opinion, an internship itself is like a foot in the door. It gives you a peek into the inside world of working at a certain company to evaluate a potential work site in the future. But it's also a chance for you to showcase your adaptability, skills, and knowledge to that company as well. I would highly encourage you to reach out to any and all companies that you're interested in, even if they don't have an internship posting on their website, because sometimes there just might not be a posting, or you may need to reach out to a certain contact on their team. I would recommend looking around that company's website, seeing if you're able to find a contact, phone or email, and reaching out to them, letting them know that you're a student interested in an internship. You can attach a resume or cover letter to the email and just let them know a little bit about your background and why you're interested in the company. I think this can be a great way to pitch yourself, even if there's not necessarily an internship posting. And you never know, they might just save your resume or cover letter and give you a call once they do have an internship if they don't at that time. I would also encourage you to not be afraid to call them directly. Sometimes it helps to build a little bit of personal rapport when you're speaking on the phone with someone. And that can even sometimes serve as a phone screening in some cases if you're able to talk directly to a hiring manager or someone in charge of internships. So this can actually be a good first step to start networking with people who work at the company, building a little bit of rapport and starting to get your foot in the door. In my experiences, internships were usually posted to company websites from January through March. But even if it's not during these months, I would still encourage you to reach out directly to the company, seeing if you can get in touch with someone directly and pitching yourself as a student who's interested in internships or fieldwork hours. I really want to emphasize the point of applying anywhere that even remotely interests you, because you never know what opportunities they might offer or what kind of opportunities you can create for yourself. And the same for the specific position itself. Even if the outline of that position doesn't necessarily completely interest you or only somewhat interests you, there are usually a lot of different opportunities to try different projects or network with different teams. So even if you're only somewhat interested in that specific position or a specific company, I would encourage you to go ahead and apply anyway. See if you're able to ask more follow-up questions about that role or position during an interview as well. In my experiences, it always benefited me to submit a cover letter with my application. I feel like this is an opportunity to add a little bit more personal touch to your application. A few questions that you can explore in a cover letter are: do you have a personal connection to the company? Maybe you were a client in the past or you're currently a client. Do your values align with the company's mission? How do you see yourself fitting into that company and their culture? Is there anything else personally or professionally that you'd like to highlight about yourself? I'll also leave some resources for cover letters down below in the description as well. I would recommend preparing a basic cover letter and resume, one that you can tailor for every position you apply to. And I would also include in both items everything that you'd like to showcase or highlight about yourself. That I would include your contact information, including the best phone number and email address to reach you on all of your application materials. So I would recommend tailoring or tweaking your application materials to see if you can make it better align with the internship description. Even if you can just do a little tweak here and there, maybe seeing if you can add or adjust anything, and doing this for every application that you submit. And I personally think that even just small tweaks can sometimes make a big difference. Now that you submitted all your applications, you will likely start getting responses or follow-up requests. I would encourage you to monitor closely the email and phone number that you listed on your application materials, and just trying to generally stay on top of that so you can respond to messages, requests, or interview scheduling as those messages come in. In my own experiences, interviewing was always a very nerve-wracking experience for me. And it wasn't until I completed many interviews that I started finally feeling comfortable with doing them. When I first started interviewing, I would always be very nervous, whether that was over the phone or in person. But I promise you it gets easier as you practice interviewing more and more, or even practicing with friends or family. But I know how hard and uncomfortable it can be sometimes to go through an interview or many rounds of an interview process. But this one piece of advice advice has always served me in any interview that I've done. And that is, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's very likely that the hiring manager or internship coordinator already knows a good deal about you from your resume and cover letter. And I would encourage you to not be afraid to connect on a personal level with whoever's interviewing you, let your personality show, really trying to build rapport and connection with that person. And also remembering that they likely know a good deal about your background already. I'd also encourage you to dress for success, putting on your blazer, trousers, or any business casual clothes that you may have, even if it's over Zoom or a Skype call, really showing the company that you're taking this position seriously. Remember to highlight yourself and your accomplishments and see every question as an opportunity for why you're a good fit for the role. So after completing many applications, maybe you've even done a few interviews, I would encourage you to follow up with every position you apply to. And doing this, I think you'll be able to stay on the hiring manager's radar, and it also shows them that you're still interested and invested in the role you applied to. Even sending a short email can be an effective way to follow up, but I'd also encourage you to make that personal call if you can when you follow up. I would encourage you to take an internship just as seriously as you would take a job, and to see every project like an opportunity to showcase your best work. I truly believe that small opportunities lead to big ones, so don't be afraid to put your best foot forward and to see every project like an opportunity to showcase your best work. I think you'll find that many people who currently work at that company started off as an intern. So remember to take advantage of all the opportunities that you come across, and don't be afraid of creating opportunities for yourself by asking to be involved in different projects that may interest you. Even if they say no, it doesn't hurt to ask. I think that you'll find many companies want to give you those opportunities to learn and explore your skill set. Attend everything you have an opportunity to attend, accept those invitations to lunch or coffee with colleagues, and generally take every opportunity that you can to network and start building some of those professional connections and rapport. This, I would say, is essentially like a snowball effect. One experience leads to more experiences, and those experiences lead to even more experiences. So I would recommend adding all the experiences that you'd like to highlight to your resume, update your application materials with your new internship experiences, and continue adding and developing your resume and cover letter. Early opportunities, even as an intern, will lead to more and more opportunities down the road. Highlight those projects that you were a part of and what you're proud of, and celebrate yourself and all that you've accomplished. Your internship experiences will serve you and will help you build an even larger skill set that will continue to snowball into greater opportunities and even more skills down the road. So if you are currently internship searching, I wish you the best of luck. And also remember to not be afraid of putting yourself out there or even creating opportunities for yourself. I hope that you found this information helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. In the enchanted forest, slaying dragons with a tiny sword. Whoa.